It's a gorgeous Sunday morning. Rain passed. It's going to be probably 60s today here in north central Mass, Zone 5b. Our average last frost date I think is around May 20th. Though with the Hoophouse, we are about a month earlier than that in here. In these beds, the Birdie's Race beds I got from Epic Gardening, I may do a couple of hoops over them to start some stuff actually early outside as well. But there's a spring cleanup needing to be done in here. We had, as some of you know, one of our dogs ended up hurting her back and then actually blowing out her knee and needing knee surgery also. So the late fall, I did not do nearly as much as I normally would have on cleanup. So with that, I've got to pull out some of the peppers that we didn't even harvest, which is really kind of sad. These were the peri-peris, I think, that or Tabasco, I can't remember which one. And then empty the buckets. Brought some potatoes out yesterday when it was gloomy, so we'll have those. All right, so I just did quite a bit of cleanup. Took about half an hour, not too bad. Had a little help from Jay. Moved some of the green onions over to this front corner here. I think I'm going to do a lot of starts, early season stuff here that keeps it really contained and gives me more room to work and prep the new areas of the hoop house. Also started emptying this box up here. This is going to go away. You saw probably in maybe one of the previous videos I did. We're going to actually remove this whole bench area here and build just a top bench right up here at the 3-foot level. So it'd be a nice working bench in here. And it will also help with giving me a spot that doesn't have the wind when we roll up the sides in the summer for starting some seedlings as I do succession growing. Took down the tomatoes that I had left here, took out the whiskey barrel in the back, the vermicompost bucket over here. This one actually is kind of buried right now. I'll need to pull that back out, the worm compost. I'm going to put them actually in the front, probably front centers of the bed or front corner of the bed, so they're much easier to get to, because putting them in the center of the bed, while it sounded really good idea last year, about maybe 2 months into the season, the plants got too big for me to even reach into actually using the vermicompost, so defeated the purpose. But the worms population on this bed that I could reach into longer than this one was crazy. I mean, you moved soil and then there was worms, so it definitely did work. And these peppers did amazing. Also pulled out the potatoes that I had planted 2 weeks ago and put the rest of the soil up and just watered these guys. These were started in the basement. These are potatoes from our gardens last year, which is kind of fun. So I have a lot more to actually start. Going for some early new potatoes, the little tiny ones. Won't let these probably go to full size, but probably start another 5 or 6 bags over the next few weeks, which will be really great. Oh, and over here, I do have my peas coming up. We'll see. Last year they didn't do so well in here because it gets so hot during the day. Get the onions. I do have some kale that I'm going to pull out of here and put it in the green stock shortly. I've got more greens there. I planted more carrot seeds. So yeah, getting a start on things early. It's March 20th, I think, today. So happy spring. But yeah, so the design of the greenhouse space won't change too much. I'm hoping we got to actually finish washing all these buckets. I do need to spray down the whole hoop house on the inside. I like to do that in the spring, kind of get all the cobwebs out, the bugs, but also just help with some of the disease stuff. Let it dry out before I'm really putting a lot of stuff in here. Potatoes I'm not really worried about, but before I want to put tomatoes or peppers in here, I'll be a little more careful of what comes in. And yeah, then I obviously really need to clean the walkway. So that is definitely on the list. Sun just went behind some clouds, so it's cooling down in here. I may actually wait to wash this out until a little bit of a warmer day. I'll wash the outside and the inside down. But excited to get it cleaned out, so it's almost ready for plants. And then I actually may start bringing the onions out that I have in the basement to start hardening them off this week. Do a few hours at a time, probably for the first day. If I can find a cloudy afternoon, I'll actually put them out for that. And I'll overnight them in here with frost cloth doubled on top of it, and they should be pretty fine. As you can see, onions are already growing out here, so I'm not really that worried. And with the plastic, it actually does help cut down the direct sun, so it won't hurt the onions or the potatoes in theory either. So I don't want to have to bring them in and out 3-4 days like most people suggest, because of the quantities I'm doing, and because of the location. Even with the tractor, it's a bit of a pain to get them all the way from the back of the house in the basement. So it's coming along, but I still have some cleaning to do. You can see the mice got in for some peppers this winter that I didn't clean up. You know, normal stuff coming on a spring cleanup, right? But I'm excited for spring. We'll keep going, and got more seeds to start. Also, I may start some flowers up here after this next, I think Monday night's supposed to be 31, and then the rest of the week it's going to be warm nights. So I may actually germinate some stuff out here too. So that is our little 12 by 16 hoop house that Jay built me. This is our 3rd or 4th season on it now. I think this is a 3rd. So lots of lessons learned over the first couple years, but I still love it. Thanks for watching.